Hey babes, your girl again, Beauty Nane, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing the stressed butterfly locks in this video. So if this is what you've been looking for, well, you tuned into the right channel. So please make sure you subscribe if you've not subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up and hit the notification bell to get notified when next I post. Stay tuned, guys. Welcome back, guys, and I hope you've subscribed to my channel already. If you've not, please do right now. Thank you. Okay, so I prepped my hair already for this particular style, but the front side is quite bigger than the other side, which I'm going to be correcting soon. And for the back, honestly, I don't know what's going on at the back of my head. I was trying to cut shapes and I ended up doing this, but I beg, that's how we're gonna do it. Okay, so I'm going to be using Shine and Jam extra old for this particular style to hold my hair, and I'm also going to be making use of Air Wonder cream to condition my hair, and I'm also going to be applying some oils when I'm done making my hair and even before. So I'm using Bouncy Kinky from X-pression collection, and it's a crochet braid, but I'm not going to be using the crochet hook because I was literally fighting with the crochet hook. Please, if you have issues with crochet hook, please let me also know in the comment section, because I have big issues with it. I couldn't use it. It kept hooking my hair, making my hair hurt. I don't know, I just had to look for another way to make this style without using the crochet hook. So this is Bouncy Kinky, and I bought 2 packs of this, and this is what it looks like. I'm not using passion twist because I couldn't get passion twist, so I'm going to be using this instead, and this was really good too. So I'm going to be using this to make my hair. Okay, so this is what the hair looks like after using Bouncy Kinky, and it feels like this X-pression collection, this particular hair collection, was really made for locks, especially butterfly locks, because it was very obedient and it wasn't giving me so much issues like I thought it was going to. So I'm going to be demonstrating how I achieved the rest of, or I'm going to be achieving the remaining of my undone hair in front of camera for you right now, and I'm going to try to be as I don't know, to just try and explain as much as I can. Basically, English is hard sometimes. Okay, so first things first, you want to cut out the volume or the amount of hair you need from your weave. I'll call it a weave, and you want to make one side longer than the other. The shorter side is the one you're going to be wrapping your hair around with, while the longer one is going to be the one doing the wrapping. So first, I'm going to try to make a braid with the root of my hair. So I'm going to be using my hair itself as the third part of the braid, as I'm doing right now. This is just to secure the root of my hair so it doesn't slip off, since I'm not using a crochet hook. So as you can see, one side looks shorter than the other, so I'm just going to be crossing over just to make it convenient for me to flip over when I'm about to start flipping. That's just what the switching sides was basically for, nothing serious. So I've made sure that my root is secured by doing some braids, just little braid. I didn't go too far. That was just to replace the crochet hook stuff going on there. Then I begin to wrap around my hair and the weave itself. So the shorter version of the weave I said you were going to leave out is the one you're going to be wrapping your hair around with. It depends on the length you want. If you want the length to be longer than mine, you can decide to make that part longer, but I want my length to be this particular length, so that's why it's this short. So to get my distressed look, I'm just going to be using my thumb to bring some hair out as I'm doing right now. Then I'll flip it over to the front. I'm only doing this because of the angle at which I'm positioned, because of the angle at which I'm flipping my hair. You might not necessarily need to bring your distressed effects out the way I did mine, but one thing I know you want to do is use your thumb to bring little hair out, not too much, so it doesn't look too rough, unless you want yours to be so distressed. So I'm just going to be using my thumb again to bring little air out from the one I'm flipping over with, just little. Then I'm bringing it forward a bit because I want it to be visible enough. Then I'm just going to keep flipping over the other side of the weave. That's just basically it. It's very, very simple. Just use your thumb to bring little air out, then you continue to flip as if nothing just happened. So this is how I get my distressed effect. And this is just like when you're threading your hair basically. So because I couldn't use a crochet hook, because I had issues with crochet hook, I decided to use this particular method to get my own butterfly locks. And it felt as if it was the easiest thing I'd ever done, because all I just needed to do was just flip over. The whole doing braids at the beginning of your hair thing was just to make sure my root is secured enough, just to make sure that at the end of the day it doesn't pull out when I'm trying to pack or style my hair. If you feel like you don't want to do it, well, you might face the consequences later, but it's your choice anyways. But I would advise you try to make your root secured enough before you begin to flip over. So when you're getting towards the end of the hair, you just want to make sure it's the same length as every other one you've done. You're the one who knows the kind of length you want, so feel free to make it any length you want, but this is the kind of length I want, shoulder length. So by the time I get towards the end, I'm just going to try to finish it now. And this is just basically what I do. I take the tips of my hair, then I make sure it's smooth enough so it doesn't look tangled. Then I bend it upwards. I don't know if that makes sense, but I know you can see what I'm doing. You just have to follow exactly what I'm doing, because explaining sometimes might not just be as easy as it seems. So I'm just going to bend it upwards, then begin to flip over upwards. I wish I was an English student. English is really hard. Just do what I'm basically doing, really. All I'm just doing is repeating the same process of making the hair, but this time around I'm going upwards. I'm going back as if I'm going back to the beginning of my hair, really. So this way is going to make the hair secure. Then I'm just going to use my hands to rub it this way so I don't get to see the mouth or flyovers of the already finished look. So that's how you finish this particular hair. Very easy. I feel like this is the easiest hairstyle aside from twisting your hair. This is like the easiest hairstyle anybody could do as a protective style. So on to the next braid. You just want to get the particular amount of weave you need. For me, I didn't take too much because I don't want my butterfly locks to be so fat, so I decided to take this portion. So you're just going to start off with a braid as usual, making your hair itself the third part of the braid, while you make the weave itself the two parts of the braid, if you get what I mean. So I'm just going to be making some like little braids at the root of my hair, so my hair is secured enough with the weave so it doesn't pull off later on. And if you notice, one side is longer than the other side. So because I want to be able to flip over my hair and thread it, not thread really, but threading form sharp, I decided to turn it over the way I did. Then I just begin to flip. So just make sure your root is secured enough, but make sure you're not putting too much pressure on the root of your hair, because trust me, it would hurt at the end of the day and you might end up giving yourself some scalp issues, and trust me, you don't want that. So to get the butterfly effect again, I'm just going to be using my thumb to pull some air out. Then I'm just going to flip to the front because I want it to be more visible, and that's just it. You can either find out that you're able to devise another way to get your own butterfly locks, but this is the way I get mine. This is where I get my own butterfly effect. I just use my thumb basically to pull it out and pretend as if nothing just happened right now. And I'm not going to be pulling too much air out so it doesn't look too distressed for me. So this is just basically all you want to do. Just use your thumb to bring out the hair, then you continue to flip over till you get to the end of the hair. The explanation is just going to even seem boring, so from now I'm going to keep quiet and let you watch the video. I'm going to let you watch the tutorial yourself, and I know that seeing it alone is going to be much more easier for you to follow than me using my explanation to confuse you. So when it's time for me to talk, or when I feel like I need to say something, I'm going to say before I begin to ramble and rant and say something that doesn't make sense right now. So yeah, just keep watching the video and I'm pretty sure you would understand. That is if you've not even grabbed what you're meant to do. I'm pretty sure you would understand what to do before the end of this video. Okay, so I guess I cannot afford to keep my mouth shut. So now that I've gotten to the end of the hair, and you want to, finish up the hair and wrap it up, it's quite easy, like I demonstrated the first time. All you just want to do is make sure you've attained and achieved the kind of length you want, then fold it upwards this way, then begin to flip over again like you were doing before, but this time around you're going upwards, and you can go as much as you want. Just keep going till you exhaust the weave in your fingers, and then roll over this way, wrap around your hands that way, and you're done. It's very, very easy. You don't have to burn it, you don't have to use extra wool to tie it around. Doing that alone secures the mouth firmly, and trust me, even to lose it at the end of the day might be hard if you really don't take your time to lose it. So it's really effective. It's a really effective way to finish up your butterfly locks. So this is going to be another one. I think this is the last one, I guess. Yeah, this should be the last one. So you just want to start off with braiding again. Just braid a little. You're not braiding too much. Then you're just going to use the longer part to flip or twirl over the shorter part, and you're just going to continue that way. It's like you're doing thread or you're doing kiko for yourself. It's very, very simple, very easy. Then to get out the distressed look, you just want to use your thumb to bring out some of the hair, just little. Bring it out and continue to act as if nothing just happened. Just bring it out again and act as if nothing happened, because yeah, really nothing happened. So you're just going to keep flipping over this way till you get to the ends of your hair, and make sure you're not flipping over too tight, because if you do it too tight, it would not really look nice, and if you do it too loose, it might end up being fat. So you just want to make sure that you're staying in between, not too tight, not too loose. So you just want to continue to do this till you're done, or till you've achieved the length, your desired length, the length that you want. And then when you get to the end of your hair, when you're reaching the end of your hair, you're just going to bend it upwards like I did. Then you begin to flip upwards till you've exhausted the weave, and then you just use your hand to roll it. That's it. Really, that's just everything about this hair. Very simple, and this didn't take too much time. Well, maybe the pattern did, because I was just trying to do nonsense. I don't know what I was patterning at the back of my head. I was trying to form shapes, and at the end of the day, it was shapeless. So this is very easy. It's probably just the pattern area that might take time, but you flipping over and doing the hair itself doesn't take time. This took me just 3.5 hours or 4 hours basically, and I was watching movies in between. So I'm just going to be using mousse all over my hair to make it look neater. Then I'm going to cover up with a scarf, and that's just it. So aside from the fact that I was literally trying to cut shapes on my head and ended up cutting shapeless things at the back of my head, this style is the bomb. This has to be the easiest protective style I have ever done since I went natural, and I don't mind doing this style every week. And just in case you don't know, this is the protective style you need for a period like this, because your hair needs to be protected from this kind of weather, especially the one in Nigeria. Anyways, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for your constant love and support. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe already. Give this video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell to get notified when next I post. And please don't forget to make comments. I really want to know if this hairstyle fits me, because I don't mind to do this thing every week. Anyways, I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys. I love you all so much. Mwah.